problem, we're gonna do the unusual thing that we never done in our class. Usually, we're gonna pick up the more complicated side in here, which is the right hand side. But this time, I want you to go from the left hand side because, from my experience, the left hand side would be easier to work with compared to the right hand side. Okay, I mean, if you want to, you can try and do and start from the right hand side, but it's really hard to go from the right side to the left hand side, and you will see in a second. Okay, so for this problem, to my words, right, follow my lead. Let's start from the left hand side. And our left hand side is side of 3x, so just copy it down, right? And then, well, this one is simple, right? So the one thing that you can do from this expression is that you're going to break down the angle. 3 is 1 plus 2, right? So then 3x, it would be 1x plus 2x, or just x plus 2x, okay? And the outside layer, I'm just going to keep psi on the outside because it's the given problem, right? And after this, I'm going to use the sum and difference formula, psi of a plus b, right? And I'm going to get psi x times cosine 2x plus cosine x times psi of 2x. And now I'm going to use the double angle identities to break it down further. In blue, I have cosine of 2x. I have 3 versions for cosine of 2x, right? But if I cheat a little bit by looking at the original problem, I notice everything in here, they want everything to be in psi function, right? So for the cosine of 2x, I'm going to choose the version that only contains the psi, okay? So I'm going to break it down as, in blue, cosine of 2x, I'm going to choose the version of 1 minus 2 psi squared of x. In green in here, for the double angle of psi 2x, I only have one formula for it, which is 2 psi x cosine x, right? So I'm just going to rewrite it using the formula. In red, I'm just dropping whatever I have from the previous line, right? And after that, I'm going to use my common sense to FOIL, to multiply the outside to the inside to break out the parentheses. So psi times 1, I'm going to get psi. Psi times negative 2 psi squared, I'm going to get negative 2 psi cubed. And so on for the second part of it. Cosine times 2 psi cosine, I'm going to get 2 versions of cosine. So that would be 2 psi cosine squared. Okay. I notice right now everything is in psi function, and that's good, except for the cosine square in pink, right? So I need to swap it in terms of psi function, and that I'm going to use the Pythagorean identity to do that, right? So if you remember, the way that we use the Pythagorean identity to manipulate to get what we want to is that first we start by writing psi squared plus cosine squared equals 1. And after that, I only want cosine squared to be on its own. So I'm going to minus psi squared from both sides. And I'm going to have cosine squared equals 1 minus psi squared. So let's put that into the work. Right? So in pink, I'm replacing my cosine squared with 1 minus psi squared. And this is the manipulation coming from the Pythagorean identity. And after this, I'm going to multiply the 2 psi to the inside of the pink. And I'm going to get 2 psi minus 2 psi cubed. And after this, I'm just going to, gather all the like terms together. So psi x plus 2 psi x, I'm going to get 3 psi x in total. And a negative 2 psi cubed together with negative 2 psi cubed, I'm going to get negative 4 psi to the 4th power. And guess what? This is the right hand side that we want to get to. And that's the end of the problem.